Okay, so a serious health topic that we've just been discussing. We've actually debated about it a couple times, and I really want to just kind of get down to the facts because now we've received some new information.
Ooh.
Tyson Fury claims his success is down to masturbating 7 times a day.
What the fuck?
7 times?
That guy's a big man. He's 6'7". I would imagine.
Maybe he masturbates, but he doesn't ejaculate.
Oh, yeah. Technicalities in the wording. That's true.
Wait,
Yeah, because like if he's like just gaining energy and not like letting it go.
Fucking tantric dick.
Yeah, he's tantric dicking. Do we know?
he's Dragon Ball.
I just want to fantasize about that idea a little bit longer, as if it does like propel power. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, and then right when you stop, you're like suddenly just jacked up and can do a lot.
You know
of
what? I'll be honest. Sometimes I don't come just because I know that if I do, I'm gonna be tired for a little bit.
Yeah, so how come he's such
So you go into a
Sometimes
session.
I'll go into a session and then I'll be like, you know what? Fuck it. I gotta do shit.
How do you stop?
How many minutes?
You sound conflicted.
Yeah.
Conflicted?
You're like,
Yeah,
I shouldn't
there's-
be doing this.
No, it's not that. It's just literally like, I'm gonna be tired.
But you say that in the middle while you're going? Or before, and you go, I'll do a little bit.
How do you do the mental U-turn? That.
It's also like right before you come.
And then you could stop?
So you just start thinking of your youth pastor or something?
Like,
Like,
practice that too.
Okay, yeah,
so
but,
you can go
what's
longer.
the after effects, genuinely though? Just not tired? Because I feel like that's like trying to just delete the negative versus
Well, okay,
a positive
okay.
came out.
Usually 2 minutes.
comes out of his trailer all jacked.
Usually 2 minutes later, I'll just fucking ejaculate and come. You know. Just,
2 minutes that you hold for?
yeah. I'm
That's
like,
pretty
fuck,
crazy.
I'm proud of myself. Nah, fuck it.
Okay.
I'm like,
No, but we need to find out like if he really just.
Shoot the fucking scene now! Lawrence.
Uh-oh, Lawrence is here.
there's no way.
Busting that again, huh?
2 minutes. The heavyweight champion has been speaking ahead of his upcoming title defense against Dillian White, which will be taking place on April 23rd, aka this is an ad for that apparently. The Gypsy King semi-jokingly believes that masturbation gives him the required power in his hands to knock out his opponent by loading up on testosterone.
Does that
loads
scientifically make sense? Do you load more testosterone for expending your life?
That's why I said there's a giant
There's
debate.
testosterone in our semen.
It doesn't taste like it.
What does
Yeah, you're
testosterone
right, it
taste
doesn't.
like?
I read a study where sex increases testosterone, the hormone, because having sex, but then I don't know if masturbation activates the same thing as having sex, because when you're with a woman or like, you know, you're just fucking.
You know, let's not be gender biased here.
Yeah, let's not be doing that.
So would it just be in our minds?
What if gay sex actually boosted higher testosterone?
does.
Let me tell you, it does. It does, dude.
At the same time.
How do you think? Fuck, look.
Double testosterone.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I never even. Well, maybe they need to do the study, but they did the
Dude, I bet if you jack off like 3 times a day, it's like no effect. But you do 7, you probably get some effect.
That
You get
has to
some
have an effect
benefits.
on your body some way.
Yeah, 7
Benefits or
times.
not.
I think you do 7 times of anything a day.
7 times,
You'll
dude.
probably
That
get
is
some
like.
effects of something.
that's a whole day.
Yeah, that is a whole day. What else does he do?
Because you gotta factor in
A whole
naps.
day or 1 hour?
You know how many naps I'm gonna be having? Dude, that's like, to me, that's like high school jack off time. This guy is
How
a
are you
fucking-
alone that many times? Like,
He's probably doing it in public.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't have to be alone.
He's with his coaches and they're talking about the game plan. He's just jacking off. He's like,
Sorry.
sorry.
By the 5th time, I'm just busting dust. You know what I mean?
I know.
Aren't you so tired you can't jump rope anymore too?
His legs are weak. dude.
There's no way you're jump roping after 7 times.
He doesn't look like a guy who jump ropes.
He doesn't?
He doesn't look like he
Don't all
jumps.
boxers jump rope? Or is that...
He's light on his feet, dude. He's a big boy.
I think it must be one of those things where 6 times and you're fucking tired, but the 7th time you unlock a special thing, and it just like,
You think it's like the runner's high? You know what I'm talking about?
or it's like
You gotta
second wind.
surpass something.
Yeah.
Once you get to a certain
Yeah.
level.
It's like you run like 2-3 miles, you're like really tired. You run like 5-6 miles, suddenly you have a runner's high.
So it's a battle of grit every day. He doesn't want to jack off 7 times a day, but he knows he has
Do
to.
it, yeah.
That's what it is.
But I thought everyone gets sleepy.
You do, but in the 7th time, that's when you get the glow.
That's when you're in this tier, you know what I mean? But when you're Tyson Fury, you know, you gotta reach an upper echelon of masturbation level.
Because I remember.
Maybe we should try the 7 times thing.
Is that championship level?
Maybe it's 7.
Masturbation? Is that what that is? Do you think all other athletes do it?
Championships? I'm gonna Google that.
Yeah, look that up.
I want to know his routine. I want to know what he like does, what he watches, what he like.
Right
I think
hand,
you just
left
said, I just
hand.
jerk off all day. He literally told you.
He doesn't even box.
How does he wake up?
He's never
Of course, the
boxed.
world champion masturbation's in Japan.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it's a real thing.
Championship for that.
Maybe it's like who jacks off the most or whatever.
I mean, it better be that. What else would it
Pornhub.
be?
I don't want to go there. Sorry. All right. Anyways, Tyson Fury says, "Got to keep that blood pumping, baby. The only thing I have been loading is testosterone from all the winning over the years. Right hands and left hands, depending on what I feel like."
That's pretty tight. That's
And
pretty
he's
bomb.
ambidextrous. Well, actually, I am too.
Dude, he's trolling as fuck. Give me a break. He's trolling and he's getting clicks for the fight. Come on.
I'm sure he's trolling, but at the same time,
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, he could just
this
be fucking
man
saying
says
shit,
this
for
isn't
sure.
the first time that Fury has claimed that having a wank has helped him at his craft. So I mean, it must be a consistent joke that he.
Do you think he's trying to get into the mind of his opponent, and then they're like, "Well, if he does that, I'm gonna try that," and then he's gonna beat up, and then after when he's fighting, he's like, "Yo, man, that technique didn't work."
My legs, man. I can't feel my legs.
Fuck.
But also, though, this guy's been doing it for years.
times, didn't you?
Or do you think he's in the? Do you think he's in the ring and he's like, "Can't we just jack off? That's what I've been doing. What have you been doing?"
All this talk about jacking off. I thought we were gonna beat our dick.
That'd be funny if his boxing gloves is like shaped to like hold a dick.
Oh, there
There's
you
a
go.
hole.
Like it's perfect so that right between rounds he's like, I'm gonna get you, man. Hold on.
I can't wait till I start seeing pro fap videos on YouTube. Cause you know, like there's no fap.
fap?
Now they're gonna go through this whole pro fap movement.
That sounds like a league.
Watch it
Fap?
becomes a league. Knowing dudes, they're probably gonna start breaking it down all technical.
Fap
and shit.
Association, PFA.
Pro Fap Association.
If they have like a pillow fighting league, like a legit pillow fighting league,
They do have that.
they're gonna have a jack off league too. I think that's next.
Do you guys know about JOI porn?
What's that?
Jack off instructionals?
Oh yeah! When the girl's going like this, she goes, "Yeah, you gotta go up and down."
So they're just bossing you around the
They're
whole
telling
time.
you how to jerk
Yeah,
it.
they're basically just like, it's like Simon Says, but you fucking.
So it's for like kids?
I think I take offense to jack off
Is it
instructions.
for kids to learn?
Yeah, I think I know how to do this.
Yeah, I got this, sweetheart. Thank you.
I mean, I guess it could be if you're fucking that irresponsible with the fucking internet.
I don't need a woman telling me how to touch myself, alright?
You don't have a dick. I do.
That video, so you just totally go against what they say.
Yeah, you just yell back at them.
That's not how it feels.
Yeah, it's
That's what
like
internet trolls will do. They watch an instruction video. They're like, "She obviously doesn't know what she's talking about."
Oh, great. Let's have a woman who doesn't have a penis tell us how to use our penis.
There should be more men's rights activists in there talking shit to them.
The problem is that they've come already, so they're more chill.
Yeah, they're way more relaxed.
Yeah.
I think the entire porn industry is a men's rights activist group.
Well, no. The men's rights guys are the guys who are like, they're like really against jerking off because it like ruined their lives or something. and women ruin their lives too. So like it's a bunch of things working together.
They're the ones fighting against feminists.
Should we get to ask an expert of a men's right activist?
Oh, we should, dude.
And just ask them questions, just to be like, what are you talking about?
Just put Joe here.
Yeah, it's a men's rights act. They really exist, man.
That's pretty heavy.
I would put them up there with male feminist. Like I think
What's
Oh,
worse?
yeah.
What's worse?
Male feminist.
Male feminist. Male feminist.
Because they're just doing it to get laid. At least we know the men's rights guys are never getting laid.
And they're getting 0%.
Dude, I actually saw. I saw a real male feminist. I saw one in the flesh. Guess out of all places where? Fucking Hollywood, eating at a Thai restaurant on a fucking date right next to me. It was so good. The conversation was so fucking good that I couldn't even eat my meal. I was just laughing the whole time. Just
Pull up a chair next to him.
You were just overhearing like what he was saying.
Yeah, he was basically talking shit about women while he was talking good about them. It was the most bizarre shit. He's all like, well, you know how women are. They're like this and this and this. But in my studies, you know, like, and then he would use that fucking buzzword
In my
shit.
studies.
He's like,
talking about-
I think the future is female, and like, you know,
Yeah.
obviously men have been in charge for so long. Like, it's time to just be emotional in government. Isn't it time to be more emotional in government?
Was he eating spaghetti?
He's eating a bag of dicks, dude. Right out of the
Fuck
bag.
that dude.
Right out of the bag.
And it was so
Pad Thai.
inauthentic. Like he was just constantly using these buzzwords to try to win her over, and you know, he's like this pseudo intellectual, and then he's also like talking down at her, like, oh yeah, you know, well, from you know, with my intellect and my understanding of psychology.
Intellect, dude.
I realize
Don't
I
say
really
that.
need a therapist because, you know, I can psychoanalyze myself. And you know,
Yes.
this day and age, and it's like,
I fucks for real.
Yeah, he probably just slayed her that night.
Dude,
This
she
guy
better
got
work.
zero pussy, bro.
this was his move. No, this was his move. No, she was eating it up because of the type of girl she was. I think she was the one that wanted to believe this guy was real.
She's a chauvinist.
Because she's so,
She had rainbow hair.
she did have colored hair. Yeah.
Shocking.
She was one of those girls I think that were like not interesting, but then like it's like they try to be a part of that Hollywood world to be an artist, but then like not really. You know what I mean? Like it's just the pretending of being an actor, but not really an actor. Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're going home. They're like, you see that fucking Asian guy with long hair sitting next to us just laughing by himself the whole time?
Yeah, what a fucking weirdo.
Eating alone, laughing by himself.
He wasn't even on his phone or anything.
Eating alone, laughing by
He didn't have a magazine.
Eating a bag of dicks by himself.
With his Thai tea.
Yeah, the restaurant's a bag of dicks. Everyone's eating bags of dicks here.
So this was
Why
his
did he
move.
come at feminist night?
So this was his move. He paid for the meal, right? And he grabs her hand and he goes, "You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. You know, when men pay for it, it's like they're the patriarchy. But sometimes I just feel like I gotta do it. If I don't do it, then I'm a loser. I'm broke or
What if
whatever."
this is a Tinder date?
And then I'm just like,
Wonder if he's a Tinder swindler.
why does he have to? Why does he have to say that? Just fucking pay for it like a normal human being.
Because he knows you're listening. He wants to make you laugh.
He's like, this guy's listening to me right now.
He's a big fan.
Did this chick say anything, or is this guy like fucking psychoanalyzing all his shit?
He basically talked over her the whole time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This guy is dope.
She should be opinions too. I was just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I was like listening, and you know, like sometimes when you're listening, you're also responding in your head and you're nodding. And shit. She was saying her points, and I was like, oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
While you're eating tom yum.
While I'm eating fucking my tom yum shrimp, you know what I mean?
With crispy rice.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now, yo.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
Still convinced the guy was Joe.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Joe was just talking to Hannah.